When I first joined you, a few gracious congregation members who were willing to try something a little silly with the new intern agreed to be actors in a story. They played a bunch of geese, and one of them died prematurely in that story. We're not going to tell the goose story again, but I'm going to invite some of those actors back and some newcomers as well to tell a different story with me. A story from the Christian Bible, from the book of John. So they're not geese this time. This time, fishermen, and men used, I think, in the universal way that means human, but as far as I know, the characters are all indeed men, though I'm suspicious the more I read the Bible. And they're all fishing, but it's ancient times, so they don't have fishing rods, they have nets and things like that, and a boat. And a stranger appears on the shore, and the stranger says, "Throw your nets to the right side of the boat."
Throw your nets to the right side of the boat.
And they do that, and it fills with fish, so much so that the boat's about to tip over. It's full of fish, and they're doing just fine. And one of them, one who's in the boat, who fancies himself the leader, the one who's always keen to try new things, he looks at that stranger, and he's pretty sure it's Jesus. And so he jumps in the water because he's the leader and he's a bit of a show-off, and he swims to shore, leaving everyone else with their heavy net full of fish to slowly make their way also to shore. They come behind, but Peter's the first. Peter's the first to swim to shore. And they all sit and they have what we all want for breakfast, fish. They eat their fish breakfast. And Jesus has a question for Peter.
Peter, do you love me?
Yes, I love you.
Feed my lambs.
And so Jesus asks Peter this question, and then asks Peter another question.
Peter, do you love me?
Yes, you know that I love you.
Tend my sheep.
So the same question, in fact. And Jesus has another question, which he'll ask for the third time. And this is significant because Peter, and let's be clear, this is part of why he was so eager to get to shore first, to show how enthusiastic he was. Just a few weeks prior, Peter had been asked a question 3 times and had denied knowing Jesus, had betrayed Jesus, had reneged on his commitment, had broken his promise to not betray, to not give up his friend and his teacher. And so he's been asked a question 3 times before. And so Jesus keeps asking him this question, and it's a little awkward for Peter. So Jesus asks,
Peter, do you love me?
Yes, you know everything. You know that I love you.
Feed my sheep.
It's a mysterious story, and I thank our actors for telling it with me. Thank you all.